What I'd like to do tonight is an image review of some of the images that I developed in my video the other night. In these, I just kind of want to talk about what I was thinking when I took the image, what I was going for, and I'd like if you would let me know what your favorite image was in the comments below. Of course, part of the challenge was utilizing natural light and taking images inside of your house. So I immediately went towards window light and tried to utilize shadows that were being cast by sunlight hitting plants and other objects. The tones of the image were nice, the blacks were nice and inky, but it just didn't capture the image or the essence of what I was going for with the COVID-19 and the quarantine that people had been facing. I wanted something a little more relevant. Again, I'm using natural light on a ceramic container that I figured would look good with some rim and directional lighting. Unfortunately, it just, again, didn't fit my image of what I was looking for. I do think it's a great image and one that I would be interested in possibly publishing someday, but at this time, it's not what I was looking for and for this challenge. And of course, while looking around my house, I came across an old item from my teenage years. It's a martial arts weapon known as a sai. Again, I was trying to work with directional and rim lighting with some deep blacks and bright highlights to try to accentuate the metal. While I think it's a cool image, it was kind of an impromptu shoot, and I wasn't really happy with what the image was saying for this photo challenge. This image was really cool. I broke out a 50 millimeter macro lens to get a close-up of this geode that was reflecting some really cool sunlight. In real life, in the color, it's a deep purple and a off-white crystal appearance, which beautifully reflects the sunlight. I wasn't able to quite capture what I was looking for in a black and white film, although the image does have some striking geometry. It's not exactly what I was looking for, but again, I'm still very pleased with this image. Still using that macro lens, I got another stone that was nearby and kind of put them together in the hopes of creating a more interesting composition. And again, while I like the image with the striking geometry, it just wasn't what I was looking for this photo challenge. Now, this image is something I normally wouldn't shoot. To me, it's a very dark image, but I was sitting here and I saw the sunlight reflecting off these syringes that we use to administer gas medicine to our infant. And I thought if I put some pills and pill bottles next to it, it would make kind of a striking image. Again, dark in nature, but might convey what the horrible things people are going through with the COVID-19 infections and the pandemic that's facing our country. But again, it's not my style. And while I like the image and I think it's a strong image, it's not one that I felt comfortable entering into a competition. Now, this was almost the image that I entered into the competition. This is probably my second favorite out of the series. Again, it's a macro shot of a few different types of stones that we had around the house on a glass end table. It's very abstract with the different diagonal lines and the three symmetrical stones. It gave it a very interesting competition and left me staring at it while analyzing it, trying to see if I saw anything that detracted from the image, and I did not. This is an image that I'm very happy with, and this was going to be the one I entered but there was one that I felt conveyed the message of what I was going for with this stay home challenge a little bit better than this one. I included this image just for fun. It didn't follow the rules of photos that I took inside my house. This was on our porch. It is a covered porch, but I really like the look of the antique bottles that are dirty and exposed to the elements all the time. It made for a interesting, what I think was an interesting composition, and it's an image I enjoy. I thought somebody else might find this image enjoyable as well. Again, let me know in the comments if this is an image that you do like. And one last image for fun. These are my two catahulas. They were, again, outside, laying down in front of me, kind of wondering what I was doing. And I noticed that they both had their paws crossed, almost exactly the opposite, and were not moving. So I took the rare opportunity that they afforded me to get an interesting photo of them. This is one of my favorite images and will probably end up in print one day, just because it really embodies their characteristics and their personalities. So you're probably wondering which image I did submit to the contest. Unfortunately, at this time, I'm not going to reveal that photo, whether I win or lose. As soon as the contest ends, I will go ahead and release that on my Instagram. I just hope that these images were kind of a follow-up to the video I made the other night where I processed the roll, in case people were wondering what images came out and how they looked. Again, go ahead and leave any of your thoughts in the comment section of this video. I hope you enjoyed these images as much as I enjoyed making them. Until next time, I'm just going to leave this here.